Hi everybody, welcome to Nazo Circus. It's Chinazo, and today I am excited because this topic is a topic that is very, what's the word? Is it controversial? Okay, maybe controversial. I don't know. But anyway, I'll let you guys decide. So my guest today, as you know, I let my guests introduce themselves. Today, let me just let you guys in. We're talking about sexuality. So I did a musings on sexuality, and some of you decided to be WhatsApping me to harass my life. But, you know, I don't back down. So today I have a guest, and we are going to talk about sexuality. And I'll just let her introduce herself, and then we can start. Okay, can you tell us your name and everything we want to know about you?
Yeah, my name is D. I'm Nigerian. I'm Igbo. You know. I'm 26. Mm-hmm. I am a lesbian, masculine presenting lesbian. That has to be added in there.
I see. I can see. You guys can't see, but I can see. Yes.
Yes. Masculine presenting lesbian. And yeah, like, yeah.
Okay, so you're Nigerian. How old? Oh, you said you're 26?
26, yeah.
You're Igbo. What's your full name?
My full name is...
You pronounce it. Okay, I'll leave you. Let me not put you on the spot. I'll leave you because you probably will pronounce it wrong, right?
No.
Oh, you don't even go by that name.
I don't even go by that. I'm also go by D, but obviously family members will call me my Nigerian name, yeah. Wando.
Okay, Wando, that's a beautiful name.
Wando, yeah, that's my Nigerian name.
D, okay.
Yeah. But like D comes from my first name, which is Diana.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
But my close family call me Wando.
Okay,
yeah.
I call you D because Wando just sounds very different from you. Okay. So I thought, you know what, we'll discuss this issue of sexuality because as we were talking before we started recording, when I started this podcast, I made sure that I made it very clear that I will not limit what I talk about. I will talk about every issue that I feel affects us as people, Nigerian people, black people, but let me bring it down to Nigerian people in the diaspora. So it could be mental health, it could be sexuality, it could be discipline, it could be relationships, whatever. So that's what we're doing. And today we're freestyling as we do. And so we are talking about you being a lesbian. And I just want to know your story. And I'll just ask you questions and you can just respond and then we could freestyle it. Yeah. So when did you... The first thing is, I think I have a question. And I'm asking this because...
Go on. Go on, I'm ready.
People, do you think... I know what I feel, but do you think you were born a lesbian or do you think you chose to be a lesbian?
Oh, this question...
Is it a common question?
It's a very common question.
Really? Okay,
yeah,
good.
were you born gay?
Yeah.
I don't know. I will be honest and say I don't know. All I know is I've always had an innate, attraction to women. So for me, that's just been all I've ever known. And there's no way that I would have chose to be confused, struggle. Like I didn't I can't choose my attraction. I really can't.
Yeah.
Like I really genuinely can't. Like I'm attracted to women.
Yeah.
Like that's just what it is. So I honestly don't know.
Whether it was okay, and that's fair enough. But all you know is from the age you knew the different sexes, you knew that you were attracted. Okay, then that's because that's one thing that I always go back and forth with people about. And my own thing is, I don't know either, and I always make that clear, but I just feel that because of the stick that people who like same sexes go through, I don't know that any adult, unless they're suckers for punishment, would knowingly, intentionally go and decide, I want to be with, you know what I mean? Why would you choose that knowing what comes with all that? Okay. Bless you.
Thank you.
So what age do you think that you noticed that you liked girls?
Yeah. Noticed when looking back now. And another thing about me, I was always a tomboy. Like I played football. My dad put me in football. So I am one of four. I have an older sister, an older brother, and then a younger brother. So there's four of us, 2 girls, 2 boys. and my dad didn't really put the boys in sports. He put me in sports. Like, it's low-key his fault. Like,
Like, so I think Dad, we have to ask Dad why he made that choice. Okay, wow, that's interesting.
Because he saw that I had like, you know, I liked watching it, and you know, I was good at it when I would kick about and go outside and play with the boys and stuff like that. So, and he really encouraged, you know, me taking a professional route and going out to America and things like that.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a celebrity. Oh. Yeah. You didn't tell me that one before we started. Oh, wow. So you played like proper football?
Yeah, out in the States, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, back on the topic.
Yeah.
We went from...
Oh, look at you.
But... so I've always been a tomboy, and they never really forced like girly clothes on me. Like,
they just let you be you.
They just let me be me in a way, and you know, I don't think anybody thought anything of it. And because I was so comfortable in dressing how I was dressing, and I was hanging around with the boys, my parents didn't have a problem with that. They would let me go outside with them. You know, I think I was able to recognize more earlier,
and easier. Yeah.
So yeah, like I'd say primary school times when I was in like year 5, I like had this like obsessive crush on my teacher. And I didn't know what it was. And I was just like, I just really like this woman.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm so serious.
Instead of you to concentrate on studies.
I know. I was in year 5. I don't know how else you're doing.
Fantasizing over this. Really?
Yeah, I was, and I was like, oh wow, like. And then when I got to secondary school, I went to an all-girls Catholic school. So I'm also Christian. I'm Catholic too.
Wow, Catholic.
That's another. Yeah, I'm Catholic. So yeah, I went to an all-girls school, and obviously it just took off from there. And yeah, I guess I've just always been like that. And then the coming out came at different times with different people and things like that.
So let's talk about the coming out, because that's a big one. Within our community, and I'll say the Igbo community, because I don't like to talk about tribes that I don't know much about.
I don't know what goes on there, but I know what goes on here.
Yes. So within the Igbo community, I know that it is the dream of every parent. Most parents, you have a child, you have a girl child, even your male child. When they get to a certain age, they're supposed to get married to obviously the opposite sex. And I'm saying obviously because there's even no concession. There's no factoring in that you may not even be attracted to, the opposite sex. So you're supposed to get married, have your children, and all that stuff. Give them grandchildren. So what's your coming out story? I think that's what I want to know. How did you come out to? Who did you come out to first?
Oh, okay.
If you can remember.
The first person I came out to was my big brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I came...
So before then, nobody had asked you anything?
No.
Okay.
Nobody. Yeah, nobody. That's...
Really?
Yeah. And I was... I look like a boy.
You were in the face with it.
Yeah, I was very... I had low haircuts. I, wore suit and tie. Like, I was really, I don't know. But yeah, so my brother had asked me, because he went to the all-boys school that was like, kind of like a sister-brother school to my all-girls school. And I guess he's a couple years older than me, and he started to hear things coming out of my school.
Rumors.
Yeah, rumors. So I remember we were outside in the garden, and, he asked me, and I just said, yeah. And then I think a couple of days later, I told my little brother. He was just walking, taking out the trash, and I was like, oh, by the way, I told, my other brother yesterday that I'm gay, and he was like, huh?
Really?
He was like,
was he shocked?
Yeah, like they were shocked. They were shocked, but they weren't like shocked. It wasn't like, oh my God, they made it a big deal. It was just like, oh, okay. And like that's it. With my two brothers, at least, like they.
Do you think they suspected, or you think they
don't know.
or you think they just didn't think about it?
Do you know what's funny? When the person had told my older brother, what he heard from my school, he told them, was like, no, she's not.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he told me. He said, and I was like, how did you not know? Yeah. Like this.
Oh wow. So he didn't. So because I was thinking maybe they suspected, but they just didn't want to
they
ask
didn't
you.
tell. They've never told me that they suspected.
Yeah, but if he responded and said no, she's not, then that means
that
he probably
didn't.
Yeah, he
suspect
didn't.
it. Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
I guess with your siblings, you're just busy being siblings. That most times you don't really focus on that.
I guess.
Okay, so you told your big brother and then you told your younger brother.
Yes.
And then how did the parents come into, or how did the other siblings? So you have a sister.
I have a sister. Okay. So I went to prom. And again, I wore a suit to prom. So like my parents were very comfortable with me, doing that kind of stuff. And I took a girl to prom. So like,
it was,
we didn't really specify, but it was like, she was my friend at the time, but yeah, I still took a girl to prom. So my dad picked us up, took me to her house, to pick her up, to take us to the limo. And my sister was in the car with my dad. It was raining and I had an umbrella. So when
your prom date.
So literally, when I got to the door, she answered the door and we were on the way back to my dad's car. I was holding an umbrella for her. And I wasn't under it, basically. I was being chivalrous. And then my dad saw that.
Yeah. I must have been thinking, what are you doing? You're not even under the umbrella. You're holding it.
He saw that. And then he called my cousin, Chinaza. And my cousin, Chini, lives in South London. He called her. And he didn't even speak to my sister, but he called her and said, I think Wando's transgender. And so my cousin...
When did transgender come into this?
I don't even... Oh, my days. I got to ask him that one of these days.
Serious?
And then my cousin Chini came, maybe a week after my prom, came down from South London with one of her friends and my sister. And we were all in the garden just chilling. And out of nowhere, she goes, are you trans? And I said, no. I said, what? I said, no. I said, I'm just a lesbian.
Listen, I have to laugh. Bless your dad. Bless him. He clearly was just. I think I love your family because they just had no It just seems like everybody was just moving innocently and not even reading anything into anything. I feel like in my house they would have suspected from when I started. If you're dressing, like a boy, I'm sure that in my house they would have from a young age. But I like the fact that everybody, they were open minded, let you just do your thing, let you wear what you wanted to wear. Dad even carried you in your suit.
I wore a suit to my confirmation.
Are you serious?
To my confirmation, I wore a suit to my confirmation. My parents never were ever uncomfortable. My mum would buy me boxes for Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, it was very, and no conversations were had. It just happened.
It just happened.
She would just start buying it. It wasn't like I told her, Mum, can you start buying? She would just start buying it.
Your parents are the coolest. Are you sure they're Igbos?
Yeah, I know.
Are you sure they're Igbos? Because that is very rare. So you just told them, listen, no, I'm not transgender.
So I told my cousin and my sister, I said, I'm just a lesbian. And Chini was just like, oh, okay. Yeah. And I was like, oh, so why did you think that? And then she was like, oh, your dad had basically saw you with the umbrella and
and called me to come down.
So I was like, okay, well, at least now everybody in the family knows. So my cousins know and my siblings know. So the last step was to tell my parents, and I didn't tell them till they were both in Nigeria, and I thought telling them separately would be best.
Why did you think that?
My dad is a little bit more hard-headed and stubborn. My mum is a bit more understanding, so I wanted to talk to my mum first.
Makes sense.
So they were both in Nigeria, but my mum came home early. So when she came back, I kind of told her. I sat her down and I had my brother there with me, and I was just like I'm a lesbian, I'm gay. And then my mum was just like, oh wow. I think her main thing was, my mum is very religious as well, and her main thing is, the judgment from other people and how other people would treat you, and and
the world,
how what the Bible might say about it. She was just she wasn't mad, she was just concerned, I think, more so. And then she was like, we have to talk about this when your dad gets back. So when my dad came back, I told both of them again, in the presence of my dad as well, and he was just like, no, there's no way. He's like, you can't be.
Wait, hold on. He said you can't.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes. There was layers to this.
What?
There was layers to this.
No, wait.
There was layers.
Listen, I'm laughing, not because what you're saying is serious, but I'm just laughing at your parents. I just feel like I need to just see them because this is very interesting.
They're funny people. Yeah.
What, your dad say what? No.
Yeah, he was like, nowhere you can't be. It's not okay. You know what the Bible says, Christianity, culture. And I was just like, well, here it is.
But it is, yeah.
And then I think that I told them the summer before I was supposed to go to the States. So I was flying out to the States on a football scholarship. So, I would be leaving, the house for a good couple of years and getting my degree and stuff. And I'd basically be living abroad, studying abroad. And there was a time where I was in America. I had just got there. And this is, again, after a few months of me telling them, coming out to them. I guess I was getting more comfortable being alone and being in a whole country and having my own independence. That I started to think, and I was just like, well, deep down, they've told me that they don't like really accept me. Am I okay with this? So then I remember I didn't speak to them for a couple of weeks. They would call my phone and I wouldn't pick up, and my sister would be texting and be like, hey, mom and dad are trying to get in contact with you, like, and I just wouldn't speak. And then they were just like, okay, we're going to fly out there.
Since you're not answering. These people, your parents are action parents. Since you don't want to answer, we're coming. Really?
So my mum and dad, they at separate times flew out, and I told them what the problem was. And I said, you don't fully accept me. Like, I told you this and you didn't really, like, there's no full acceptance. Like, and then, it was at that time they were like, you know what, you're right. We're sorry. We love you. You're our daughter no matter what. It doesn't matter. And yeah.
Oh my God, I love your parents. Honestly, how old are your parents? Can I ask you roughly?
Yeah, they're in their 60s.
Really?
Yeah, they're in their 60s.
And they've been here since?
They've been here since my sister... She's 31, so probably like 35 years or going close to 40. Yeah, they've been here for a while. I think my mom's an educator. She's a teacher. She teaches children with autism.
Oh, wow.
So she's got a very patient and caring and just like understanding heart. And then my dad, he's an engineer. And I think, again, he just, I think if you dangle in their face parents that do actually care, if you dangle in their face that you might potentially lose your child because these are the
two options. Either you accept or I'm gone.
And we didn't necessarily grow up in a household that we would tell each other that we loved each other often, but there was obvious care there. And I think when I moved to America, I was away from home. I think that also added to it. So yeah, and yeah, now they accept me. They met my ex that I had when I was in America. They came for my graduation. They met her and her family. They, everything. So,
listen, I feel like as a parent, that's the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
To support your child, because I hear stories when I talk to friends. I hear stories about people like even threatening, like, what, if my child is gay, then
that's sad.
I'm just like, what do you mean, your child? So you're prepared to just let your child go because of who they love?
It's so sad.
It's a big thing in our community, and I'm telling you, the number of people that I know who like the same, same sex, but fear, the fear of everything, family judgment, society, culture, religion, it's massive. So people just do what they do. So people get married, and then continue what they're doing by the side.
So sad.
Continue what they're doing by the side.
Yeah.
Wow. So what's been your biggest? So your immediate family, they're cool with it.
Yeah.
Extended family.
Extended.
Or friends.
So
friends.
Family friends. Family friends. I mean,
I guess they'll go with your parents. Your parents are fine. Why?
Yeah, like I've never had the older generation question me. Like I've never had
because fear. They can't.
Maybe it's fear. Maybe it is fear because my parents are so bold with their love, so it's not like they're shaming nor shooting. So like, what do you really have to say?
Yeah, who are you to say anything?
Exactly, and we don't even really surround ourselves with those type of people anyway as a family.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, I mean, if I've never really had any of them ask. I mean, obviously, so they would be my aunties and uncles and their children who I would be family friends with.
Yeah.
They know.
So
like,
everybody's, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
if their parents ever asked them and they said yeah, like, it's not a problem. Like, I don't care.
I think, and this is a big commendation to your parents. They have, because of how they've accepted you and embraced you, they have protected you from external nonsense. Because so many parents, in denying their children, they're now exposing them to other people also projecting their hate and whatever. So I think your parents are fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's why I was asking how old they were, because I wanted to know if they were slightly younger or if they were a bit older. And then they're 60s.
Yeah,
and
they're 60s.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I feel like... I love your parents.
Yeah. Everybody says
they're
that.
The coolest.
Yeah, they're dope. They're dope. Nice. Yeah.
So what would you like to see more of within our community in terms of sexuality or same-sex relationships? What is it that you would like to see?
Yeah, good question. I think I just want to see, like, empathy. Maybe you're not going to understand everything. There are some aspects of things that I don't understand. Sexuality is fluid. It's a spectrum. There are so many, and then
the range is broad.
Yeah, and then we talk about gender identity. Like, there's so much to go over that even someone who's in the community might not still know about everything. But I think what we can at least start off with is empathy and at least care to other people for just being a part of our community as Nigerians, as Igbos, because that's more important than their sexuality. In my opinion, the fact that we are Nigerians comes first before all of that.
Before everything else, before you start breaking it down to
exactly
everything else.
Everything else, especially with the fact that we're Igbos as well. So I just think our community needs to be, and I'm a little bit more honest, because again, some people are hiding. A little bit more honest. If you were honest, it would stop a lot of hurt from other people and innocent people. So
when you say empathy, so empathy is not sympathy, because then they're two different things.
Yeah.
So when you say empathy, what do you mean? You don't mean acceptance, because they're not gonna. Many people are not gonna accept. So you're just saying, like, acknowledgement that this is how.
This is
is
how.
that what you mean?
This
like,
is
me.
This is this person,
and I'm part of your community. I'm one of you,
right?
And therefore,
I think when I think of empathy, and it's a lost emotion amongst men that I think of the most. So, a lot of the women in my family are obviously very understanding, very empathetic, and so are the men. But in the outside, I guess if you go a little bit further and deeper into our community, it's just there's so much misogyny, homophobia rooted within, our men. And I think if they were the ones who started off being a little bit more empathetic, like
everybody else would follow.
Everybody else would fall. And it's like, even just, for example, say if my pronouns are she, her, right? But there are people whose pronouns might be they, them, or he, him, and transitioning, whatever. So, and if someone says, hey, these are my pronouns, they, them, and you continue to disrespect their pronouns or say she, her, then you're adding more fuel to the fire. You might not understand it, but you can at least respect what they want to be addressed.
That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that this is disrespectful. If somebody's telling you this is how I want you to address me, then you just need to respect them and address them that way. Whether or not you accept, whatever they are, you still need to respect them. This reminds me of a post I saw on Facebook. Some guy, an Igbo guy, and it's an Igbo group. The guy went to a gay, I don't know if it was a gay parade or something. Anyway, a gay event. And he made a post, like saying, oh, I had fun, blah, blah, blah. The way some of the comments were like, oh my God, have you joined them? Have you become one of them? I'm like, what are you talking? Have you joined them? I thought it was like an evil cult. So, I had to just make a comment. So I said to the guy, you know what? Thank you for this post, blah, blah, blah. And some guy that I know, an Igbo guy, of course, came there to comment. And I said to the guy, it's good that you made this post. And I said some of the comments, even from people who say that they're religious. Because I don't understand. You're saying you're a Christian, or you hate somebody so much, but you're saying you're a Christian. It makes no sense to me. So I kind of made a comment about that. Then some guy who I knew, I was waiting for his comment. And of course, he didn't disappoint me. He quickly jumped on my comment and said, it's not the person we hate, it's the sin. I'm like, I think he tried to quote the Bible. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Nobody's saying accept this, the way, if you want to call it a way of life, whatever, sexuality, that's not what we're saying. But we're all part of a community. Yeah. And we all have to coexist. Yeah. Yeah. In a loving manner. Yeah. Nobody's saying they must come and hug you and kiss you, but.
And if you think about it, it's also about just preserving our culture and our heritage. So with every generation, there is becoming more acceptance of things.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
So if you're just going to continue to stay in that mindset of our parents and their parents and their parents before, you're going to miss a whole generation of young, amazing Nigerians, young, amazing Igbo people because of what?
You're wanting to hold on to,
because the person might be gay. For me, it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. We have to, with time, and that's why I keep asking about ages, because I feel like it's important to know somebody's age, because then you can gauge. There are people that, obviously my parents are so much older, they would never understand, and I would never try to even seek to get them to understand, because that's not their generation. But, and as we get older, some of us have children, we've got to be more accepting, because we don't even know the sexes, we don't know the sexual preferences of that our children will grow or will have. So you can't be homophobic and your child, it just causes all types of things, mental illness, all sorts of things. It's deeper than just, you're with a girl or you're with a boy. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's sad when I do hear stories about, other Nigerians or people who have gone through worse coming outs than me. I would say that I was privileged. To the
yours was
mine was a good kind of version, whereas there are people who have been kicked out, homeless, it's sad.
Disowned. Because they're quick to tell you they will disown you and take you and remove you from their will.
Okay, remove me.
That's the first thing. We'll disown you or remove you from our will.
My sister had told me at one point my parents wanted to, because I was bad at school, not I was a troublemaker, not because I was gay. They wanted to send me to Nigeria for a while to just
to cure you of your madness.
Yeah, and I was finding it funny because I was like, so you didn't even want to send me to Nigeria when you heard that I was gay? It was when I was misbehaving in school. Okay, I'll take that.
Well, that's good. That makes you know that the gay being gay is not the issue. Oh wow! So more awareness.
Yes.
Within our community, more openness. Nobody's forcing anybody to accept. But we are one community, and we just need to understand that. And as you said, with each generation, people are becoming like you're brave. I don't even know how. I know because your household allowed you to be you.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would have been a different story. If your mom was insisting on buying you dresses when you wanted to. So I still commend your parents and your family just in general.
Yeah.
But yes, in our community, because our generation very soon will be in our retirement homes.
Yeah.
And our children are growing. And so it's up to us to, make them healthy adults and open up their minds.
Yeah. And I think everybody just needs to be more open in general with everything. I think, sexuality is so fluid, and you don't even have to box yourself or label yourself. And even if we take it back, how many years ago, this stuff was normal.
Yeah.
This stuff was normal. Same-sex relationships were normal. And it was when the white people came to our country and fed us Christianity.
Everybody now identifies
and now everybody's
heterosexual.
Now it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
This is normal stuff, years and years ago. So again, I just don't see how it affects you. I don't see how it affects Ifani in Tottenham that lives with his wife and 2 children.
And 2.4
I don't get how that now affects you. You know,
for me, it's the hatred that's what bugs me. That's actually what even bothers me the most, because I'm not good. I think with Instagram, I just started. I think it was during COVID. I even started going on Instagram, and that was for music. But when I see posts about same sex couples, or someone who's come out as gay or lesbian or whatever, the hate is what bugs me. I just don't understand the hate. And that's following on from what you're saying. How does it affect your life?
Some of it is hidden, that they themselves have these feelings, but they can't necessarily express it, don't know how to,
Can't
so,
even.
yeah, so they call that a DL. So some of that is just, it's a projection, misinformation, just, homophobia, just plain outright homophobia.
And I think, like you said, you're right. Some of them, it's people who identify with what's going on, but are not in an environment.
It's mainly men as well. Men just need to be a little bit more honest.
Need to just chill out
with what it's that they like. And life would be so much easier.
But that's a long way away for our people.
It's getting better though.
Yeah.
Well,
it's even back home.
I think it's getting better.
Yeah. It's getting better back home, but because it's illegal and nobody wants to be in prison for, 14 years, I think.
That's insane. That's disgusting.
People are stealing your money, right?
The Nigerian government. Free Bobrisky, by the way.
Yeah, honestly, Bobrisky.
Free Bobrisky. That's crazy. Like, they weren't just spraying money at David and Chiyoma's wedding.
Bobrisky.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
We know what you're doing, the Nigerian government.
No, they had it in for Bobrisky.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, I always comment, and sometimes they will come and attack me.
Wow.
Because I'm just like, but why the hate? For me, I don't understand the hate.
Yeah.
And this Christianity thing, if you're saying that you're a Christian, is the best way, if you think that you can impact that person, the best way is to show the person love. I would have thought that would be the most effective way.
Exactly.
Than to, try to make them an outcast and condemn them. Like,
and who are you to judge anybody?
Exactly. Who are you?
Who are you to judge? If you really truly are a Christian and you follow the word of, Christ, and you walk in his love, you will have no space in your heart for that kind of hatred. For that kind of hatred, you wouldn't.
And another thing I don't understand, I think I don't know what I talked about it in my podcast, is are there levels to this sin? Because because I don't understand how you're a heterosexual man and you're cheating on maybe your wife.
Adultery.
Yes, you're committing serious adultery. And then somebody is a lesbian or is gay, and that person, the hatred spewed at that person, it's like the person committed murder. But there's you're cheating. So where is I think there's a hierarchy.
Yeah, for them, they think there's levels to the sin. There's different types of sins, but I just I think it's absolutely hypocritical of Christians that are saying all this stuff. But being gay, homosexuality in the Bible, but you're fornicating, you're committing adultery,
you're stealing, you're thieving.
You're doing all this stuff that it says don't do in the Bible, but you want to come for me. I'm not even doing anything. You can't even see what I'm doing.
You can't even see because you're not even
can't even see what I'm doing. So, why does it affect you?
See, you're making me laugh. I like what you said. You can't even see what I'm doing because it's true. You can't even necessarily see what you're doing. So what is
absolutely insane. And I'm so glad God. I don't have that kind of. I don't take in that kind of information. I don't take in that kind of environment. Even my cousin, Chinish, who might not understand everything, she'll hit me up and she'll ask me about something. Yeah. Oh, what does it mean to be non-binary? Oh,
And you don't get offended, right?
No. It's an opportunity to educate her so she can possibly further along down the line educate somebody else. And that's how you gain more people understanding it and more acceptance. Yeah. No.
I keep saying ignorance is not bliss. People say ignorance. I disagree totally. You need to know about things. You just need to know about things. Whether or not you accept it or you like it or whatever. Me, I like to read. I think maybe I'm also very curious. My own tatafo is on another level. I want to know about everything. Yeah. I read about everything just for my own, just for my own self. And then I can decide what I want or what I don't want. And I think it's important when you have a child and you need to be present and know what's going on and open up your mind because you don't know. because it's funny because people will see, like my daughter, they'll say, when are we coming to pay bride price? I'm like, because now I've started thinking, you don't actually know whether, you're just assuming. So it's just the assumption that everybody is heterosexual. And everybody's not heterosexual.
Yeah.
In life, every Igbo person is not heterosexual.
Yeah, at all. Everybody has a little bit of, or opportunity to be a little bit more fluid if they were given the space to, they felt comfortable.
So do you think everybody has a bit of...
There's something called the Kinsey scale.
What is that? Tell me.
It's a scale from 1 to 10, from very straight to very gay. And there's a scale where people, a swing off of it, like
falling.
Falling.
So it's like a grey,
like a grey area.
Yeah,
like
really.
it's like if you're a woman and you've been out and you've kissed another woman, even though it might have been at a bar or you were out drinking or whatever it is, you fall somewhere in that grey area of that scale. Even though you'll say, "Oh, I'll never physically do anything with her," you've still technically done something.
And I think for a lot of us that went to secondary school in Nigeria, most of us,
really,
yeah.
I can't lie. I feel like boarding school in Nigeria is
school in Nigeria. Do you understand how many? Lit, man. Listen, I'm telling you, from even when you come to enter secondary from Form 1, there's probably like already somebody who's.
Yeah, I would have had a ball.
You would have. The thing is, people would not. Our people are so. And from doing this podcast, I now understand even. I mean, I always knew that our people were just very. They're very conscious of what people think about them, and they don't share. But for me, it's just it's just life. If you went to secondary school in Nigeria, a girls' secondary school, a boarding school. I don't even want to give percentages because but the percentage of people that dabbled somehow. So you see that skill you're talking about.
Yeah.
90% of people would have been on that.
Wow, that's dope. I should have gone to boarding school in Nigeria. No. My parents, I'm sorry, I should have been more bad. You would have sent me.
Many people that went to, because it was just happening. Valentine's Day, you get a gift.
Wow.
Someone that likes you. They'll come and present the gift to you.
Wow.
Yes, give you a card. And I'm telling you, people want to be honest.
Yeah.
They'll come and lie now.
They'll come and lie.
People want to be honest.
That never happened.
Yeah, many people understand what I'm saying. Many girls understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It happened. It's just obviously as you grow older, you come out of secondary school, you go into university, then obviously you then start dating a boy fully.
Yeah.
And even when we're in secondary school, you still have your boyfriend, maybe.
Oh, wow.
But in boarding house, so much happened. So much happened. Some people had full-blown relationships,
Yeah.
Like you knew, like, okay, this was this person's whatever. We all had names depending on the school. Yeah, it was big. I don't know why people want to pretend like everybody.
I wouldn't have known, like growing up in London.
Really?
I wouldn't have thought so.
No, from now on, when you meet someone that grew up in Nigeria that went to a girls' secondary school, if they are honest,
if they're honest,
because that's also another thing. Some people will tell you it's a lie. I didn't see. I'm telling you, it was a high percentage because it's boarding house.
Yeah, I mean,
like, you didn't really interact with guys, so
boys do it too. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
like boys in their boarding schools, they're curious too.
Yeah, of course.
So they've gone, even if they don't want to admit it, even more.
Oh no, those ones will
never want to admit it.
I don't know any boy that would admit that anything.
But you did do it. But
but the girls I know. So many people I know. Yes, okay, well, you've grown, or maybe they'll say they've grown out of it. Whatever. Term you want to use for it, but it happened, and that means that at some point in your life you were on that scale, or in the middle, nearer the middle of the scale than than the extreme end of it. So it's interesting. Listen, I am glad we had this conversation.
Yeah,
We've just had banter, and we need more people like you to just come and be yourself. I love it. Yeah. I love people like you who are able to just be yourself, and I love your family even more for being accepting, because that's what makes you how you are, and being able to even be more confident in just, if your parents accept you, who else?
Exactly. There's nothing else that I fear. I've gone up against my parents and no one else. Listen, when I post this, I'm going to. Are you on Facebook? Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Okay. When I post, I will let you know so you can. No, people, they probably won't even comment on Spotify. People don't comment, Oh, they'll just privately message you. Yes, they will message me. And I'm like, can you comment in the thing? I want to see what your thoughts are. But people, but they don't want to, nobody wants to. Say it with your chest. Exactly. So, say it with your chest, right? So thank you so much. Thank you for coming and for this nice conversation and just finding out a bit more.
I like that we just kept it light because really it's not that serious.
It's not,
It's
honestly,
really
like,
not
honestly,
that
it's
serious.
not like,
We shouldn't even be having this as a topic, but we
I
have
think
to have
it's
it as a
important,
topic
definitely,
for
to
our
have,
community.
but
Yeah.
like, you know, for our community. But again, that's literally just a little bit of me, a part of
course.
me. I am so
Yeah.
much more than just that.
Yeah.
Like, just like someone walking on the street, so much more than, you're not going to automatically think, oh my God, they're dating a man. Or
Yeah,
dating
and that's everything
that's not
about
your first,
them.
that's everything about them.
Yeah.
That's not your first point of, you know, assumption. So
Yeah.
why should it be the same for me?
And I think, and you're right. I think that people get fixated on, oh my God, the person's a lesbian. And then we don't know what else you do for work, nothing. All we know is, D the lesbian.
Right. Like
D
that.
the lesbian. Okay, well, thank you for coming again. And so my people, you guys, listen, let me know what your thoughts are. I know many of you, again, closet commenters will message me or call me, and that's fine. But if you can make comments on there, then it helps because I can see what your thoughts are. And yeah, please like, share, comment, follow, because some of you just go listen and you don't follow. Please follow. And yeah, until next time, I will sign out, and I'm sending you guys peace and love.